The bear came to the city to ask for help, but what this man did was wonderful. Bears can be very scary animals. They're extremely large. Their bear claws and teeth are sharp, and they're a lot faster than you think they would be for their size. Black bears can get up to 6 feet tall and can weigh anywhere between 200 and 650 pounds. That's a pretty large animal. Black bears are often seen in the United States, but when this bear was seen in Florida recently, it had all of the residents worried, for good reason, too. Bears have an incredible sense of smell, and when they're hungry, bears will go to some pretty crazy extremes to get their paws on a snack. Bears are also very intelligent, so once they learn that humans provide a seemingly endless supply of snacks by way of garbage or half-eaten candy bars that get left behind, they'll search out residential areas to find something tasty to eat. One often wonders what prompts great men into action, to perform feats of daring without a thought for their own well-being. Some of us may never know, but many will feel the effect of their heroism, including a near 400-pound Floridian black bear. In 2008, a resident bear in Florida's Osceola National Forest had come into the spotlight and had a bit of adventure after wandering to a nearby residential area at Alligator Point. The bear probably smelled something delicious brewing over the next hill that required investigating. Wildlife officials knew they didn't have a choice when they chose to shoot it with a tranquilizer dart. That's when things started going horribly wrong. A true amateur, the bear was caught red-handed shuffling through someone's trash. Wildlife authorities were called to handle the matter. True to their standard protocol of subduing any wild animal caught in a residential area, they shoot at the bear with a tranquilizer dart. However, that's where the story deviated from standard procedure. The bear was hit with the dart, but it didn't work fast enough. The bear began wandering away, confused and probably visually impaired as it was headed towards open water. Before long, the bear was at the water's edge and then fell in. As the bear was pulled further away from the shore, it struggled to swim back, but the tranquilizers had already started to kick in. A daring rescue. Enter the hero of this tale, Adam Warwick, a Florida biologist and part-time animal savior, to show us the meaning of bravery. It takes a special type of person to see a 400-pound bear drowning and immediately decide to save it. In any other situation, the bear could have had him for lunch easily. But Warwick, who worked with the Wildlife Commission, was confident that that wasn't going to be the case here, so he sprang into action and swam out to meet the bear. The bear had the fight knocked out of him by this time and could only struggle to keep his giant head above water. With quick, fluid strokes, Warwick made his way to the bear and hooked his arm around its neck, without even flinching at its size and strength. The bear, who could barely move at this point, struggled to cling to Warwick to keep afloat. Working quickly and calmly, Warwick began to drag the bear to shore. A 400-pound bear is no rag doll, but the brave biologist just kept swimming toward the shore with the almost immobile bear, whose head kept ducking under the water. Warwick had to cross a distance of over 25 yards to reach land, but he managed it successfully to the applause of the crowd that had gathered to help. Warwick was hoisted to land, but the bear proved too heavy to lift, so they had to procure a tractor bucket that transferred it to a waiting transport vehicle. The bear was eventually carted off to his home at the nearby national forest, but not before Warwick said goodbye. Curiosity killed the bear? Bears are inquisitive animals and will go out of their way to inspect noises, odors, and objects to determine if they're edible or can be played with. Most times they stand up on their hind legs to get more information and better position their senses of sight, smell, and hearing. This move is often considered to be a sign of aggression, but it is actually curiosity. Bears are known to wander in search of new smells or to forage for food, but they're not necessarily dangerous when they do this, since they can become accustomed to people just like they do other bears. They're also not territorial, and they can share home ranges just like people. It's also not uncommon to see bear families, usually a few bear cubs and a mother, wandering around as they search for food and new hunting grounds. So if you happen upon a bear, keep your distance and know that it will do the same. However, there are several different strategies you can use if you ever feel threatened by the presence of a bear. It's important to note that defense strategies are different depending on the bear. Before trekking into natural reserves and camping spots, research the possibilities of encountering bears and the best response to take in that situation. Once the bear was on land, the Osceola National Forest team used a tractor bucket to transfer the bear back to the forest. Back at Osceola National Forest, the bear is looking much happier. It's going to be a long time before this guy goes rummaging through human garbage again. Adam is definitely the manliest man ever. He didn't hesitate once to save a 400-pound bear that could have easily had him for lunch. Instead, he jumped into the large ocean, swam out to the bear, then swam back to the shore with the bear, all to save its life. What a hero!